Okay, Keith here from Beat the Casino. I wanted to go on to the second, probably the best bets in Baccarat here to follow through with this series. And I'm going to show you some of the basics of, or talk about some of the basic of second liners. And at its core, this is probably one of the simplest ways. There's a lot of other ways. If you're interested in this, come on down to Beat the Casino and join the club and talk to the professional players. We have lots of variations on playing second liners, but at its core, this is certainly one of the most basic ones that you can start to understand and what to look for. And, hopefully this will lead you on the way of being successful at it. One of the things that we look for from a second liner perspective is what's called attached multiples. And you can see here, right here at the beginning, we have a bunch of what we call attached multiples, 2 in a row. Here's a 5 in a row, a 3 in a row, and then another 4 in a row, and then a long zigzag run. So a lot of players will find that this condition repeats itself in games. So when they see the first multiple after they identify the first set of attached multiples, they'll go ahead and bet that the second time that it occurs, that after the first multiple of 2 or more, that the next time it goes opposite, it's going to go repeating again. So they would bet the second liner here. Let's see if we get it. Okay, in this case, it hit. Now we'd wait till it goes opposite again. And you see, okay, so here it went opposite again. Now, since it was attached here, at its simplest form, they would say, okay, well, let's bet that this situation will occur again. So we're up 1 here. We'll bet a multiple again here. Okay, we lost that one, so we're back to even. So now we got to wait for the multiple set up yet again. Okay, there's one. Now we're going to let it go opposite again if it does. Okay, here we would bet that it's going to go attached multiple again, just like in the first set here. Oh, missed that one. Now we're down run. All right, let's give it. We usually play to a -3 stop loss with something like this. So let's get to the next multiple. Okay, there's the next multiple. Okay, so here's our next chance for it to be attached. Let's see if it stays attached here. We'll bet it. Okay, now we're back to even. We're going to wait till it goes opposite again. Now we're going to bet it's going to stay attached. Oh, went opposite again. We're back down to -1. Okay, we're going to wait one more time. So we're playing pretty even, waiting for another attached. Okay, there's an attached multiple, or a multiple, rather. Let's see if it goes opposite first. Forgive me. Nothing yet. Long run we're missing, that's for sure. Okay, so here we're going to, now repeats are very prevalent now, so I suspect this is a pretty good bet. I think that brought us back to even right about there. So now we wait for it to go opposite again, and we'll bet the multiple again. We're going to bet it's going to be an attached multiple because of the repeats. We get that one. Now we're up 1. We're going to bet the attached multiple again. Now we're up 2, and some people would be happy with +2 if you're betting 50 or $100. It's not a bad way to play. Got 2 attached multiples. I think we were down to -1 or probably just -1. Wait for it to go opposite again. And we'd bet the attached multiple again here. And we got that. So now we're at +3. So if you're betting 50 or $100, that's not a bad win. Again, you want to look for a situation. Usually it occurs like this, where you get a bunch of attached multiples at the beginning, then you maybe get a zigzag run. Then you start seeing some repeats and some second liners. And, if you get an attached multiple that only attaches 2, you usually just break even on those. And if it only goes 1, you lose 1. But here you broke even, here you lost 1. Of course, on this cluster of attached multiples, we got up to +2 or +3. So it's a really good way to play. It's an easy thing to look for, and they're usually pretty reliable. Instead of betting against the terrible 2s, so to speak, you're actually, in a sense, betting with them. One of the things that you want to keep in mind, there are a lot of other ways to define this. Some folks look at the patterns of opposites and repeats. Other folks look at the what Canada Bacc says the DNA, where what are the naturals doing in relation to these multiples. XTB, the developer of the Ultimate Baccarat app, has an excellent way to play attached multiples. It's called XTB, as a matter of fact. And it gets into tracking the statistics of the multiples and comparing them to one another, and then making an intelligent decision about which one is ahead. Notice in this case, it looks like they did cluster. And that's one of the signs, or one of the things we see kind of as a very small bias over the long haul, that the clustering of multiples tends to happen. Also, too, it can be specific to a side. I don't think it happened too much in this case. Yeah, everything wasn't really side specific, but at the end here, they did cluster just like they did at the beginning, and it overcame the situation in the middle where it didn't attach itself as much. Of course, like I said, if you have two attached multiples, you usually just break even. If you have one like this, you usually just lose one chip. But then when they attach themselves like this, and you use that as a read, you see a lot of repeats. You can usually get 2 or 3 chips ahead. So it's a great way to play, a nice way to start to play. You want to learn more about attached multiples, come on over to Beat the Casino and join our Players Club. We certainly have some of the best players in the world there, and they'll tell you all about attached multiples and second liners and how to bet them. So hope that helped you out. Let us know in the comments below. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and stop over and say hello or write something in the comments. Thanks a lot for watching our series here.